Yeah, so that's a question I get a lot. Like, how can I integrate my shadows? And it's a very valid question. I think that's what we hear, to see where we're holding on, where we hold ourselves back, to let that go so that we can live with more freedom and be ourselves, the most authentic and true version of ourselves. So, how do you do it? You know, it's difficult because it's called a shadow for a reason. It's a black box for yourself. You can't see it. And why can't you? Because you so identify. You identify with something because you're so scared to see yourself where you judged yourself. And that's why the first thing that is important is awareness, like a meditation practice do for you. With awareness, you identify with something that is bigger than these constraints of the mind. And from that place, you can see. And from that place, I loved Wayne Dyer's quote, you can't remove a plank which you are standing on. When you identify with the mind, it's hard to let go. But when you identify with something that is bigger than mind, which is just an experience, there's no thoughts, there's no ideas, it's easy to let go. So that's the first point. But then also, like, how do you work with it? I see, as I work, you can see it from two aspects, correlated to the right and left hemisphere, but you can also say like the masculine and the feminine aspect. That one part is the perception, to shift the perception, because we know that it's never the situation itself that causes the fear, it's the perception of the situation that I'm having, which is, related to my history. So, and that is not true. So to see that that is not true, and to let that go and to shift the perception, that is the healing. And when you're facing that situation again, you can see through that again. It's like, okay, no, it's actually not true, and I maybe can be myself here. But the other part, which is crucial in the healing, is the feminine aspect of allowing the experience, allowing you to feel what you feel, to shift the relationship to the emotions. Because at some point you were so scared, so you shut it down, and then you adapted this perception. So when you can be with whatever arises when you're triggered and just let that move, what's beneath that is clarity, and there is a shift of perception. And from that, in the next time you will find yourself in this situation and find that you're more free, that you're not as triggered, that you dare to be you, a bigger version of you, and more safe. So that's the two aspects that I work with when it comes to shadow integration, and that's something that you can train by yourself. But the key here, again, I would say, is awareness, and a practice to help you with awareness is meditation. Yeah, that's my view.